Good morning. I am with Mr. Vinay Solanki, who is a Chief Business Officer at Elecbit Technologies. Elecbit is emerging as one of the great ODM company in India, and we'd like to understand more about their plans as well as how they are going to help electronics manufacturing in India. Welcome, Mr. Vinay.
Thank you.
So tell us first about Elecbit, what you people are doing.
Sure. First of all, thank you very much to the organizing committee and to you, Mr. Sanjeev, for this opportunity. I think I'm very glad to represent our company and also, of course, the fast-growing electronics manufacturing ecosystem of the country. So, talking about us, we basically Elecbit is a company that started around 7 years back. Started with an idea of like doing electronics engineering and product development for the market, but very fast and very soon realized that supply chain is really broken, and it is very rudimentary, very physical in nature, and far away from using technology or ecosystem, right? So that's when the idea came to the mind, that why don't we basically build a platform and build some kind of a capability for this industry that can help to smoothen the supply chain, and basically improve the whole ecosystem from sourcing components to fabricating PCB to assembling the PCB and the full product. Okay, so that's kind of the quick origin. Elecbit is headquartered in Delhi. It's a Series A funded company, founded by Saurav and Nikhil, two co-founders who are school friends. And today we stand at a strength of around 90 employees between Delhi and Bangalore, which is spread between engineers, sales, marketing, and other departments. Now, what do we offer? As Mr. Sanjeev said, we are a full stack ODM. Okay, and as an ODM, what we do is through our platform called as XOR, we kind of support our customer everything from a journey, everything starting at the design stage or ideation or concept stage, taking it to the shelf ready product for them, and in less than half the traditional time that you see in the market. And this ZOR platform is actually something which is our building block and a pillar, because what it does is that it kind of help us to start thinking about the different moving parts in a very digital manner. So if I give you a simple example, we have designed one product which is used for air condition diagnostic by one of the largest player in India. And when we are designing such a tool, we basically put our requirement into our platform. The platform helps us to select the right Lego blocks in terms of the capability that we need. So we have prepared multiple types of Lego building blocks, from 4G connectivity module to a Wi-Fi module to temperature sensor, etc. Then we feed in the data about the lead time, the cost, and the volume requirement, that what customer want to achieve over the next few years. And it helps us to select the bill of material appropriate to the need of this three parameter. That means our iteration is very less compared to a traditional design and development life cycle. Second thing happens is, once the design is approved and done and prototype is done, the moment we want to switch to mass production, the same platform help us to do three things very seamlessly. One is, I upload the bill of material and I get the instant price and quotation. I upload the Gerber file, I get instant PCB code. And then additionally, I am also able to estimate the cycle time and code the PCB assembly. In that way, if my customer want different batches of the same product to be delivered, I'm able to estimate what will be the cost and the lead time to deliver it. So the main difference between Elecbit, what we are doing, and I think what we are trying to improve compared to what has been going on in the past 20 plus years in the EMS industry, is leverage an AI first, AI enabled platform, which is Elecbit ZOR, and support the complete customer experience in a very digital way. And we will not stop here. The entire experience of the MES, ERP, and the whole process that happens in the shop floor, from inventory management to production to quality testing. We want to digitize everything into this platform.
Interesting, very interesting. So, Mr. Vinay, EMS is actually a physical manufacturing process, or
Yeah.
actually the factory, and with the AI coming in such a big way, and digital technologies, how it can really interface seamlessly
Yeah.
with the electronics manufacturing.
Correct. So I think that's an amazing question, and I think a lot of us have been observing adoption of IoT, industrial IoT, AI, in various forms and shape in the EMS industry. In fact, in this exhibition, if you go, a lot of tools like an AOI I saw yesterday, which had an AI in it. You just upload the Gerber, and it will recreate the complete image and tell you the error rates or the gaps in terms of the mounting process. So AI is entering everywhere. Now, when we talk about the whole process from sourcing to production, okay, first thing that we understand is that you cannot just go and adopt AI in your existing process. You have to look at a paradigm shift in your mind to understand that is my current workflow ready for AI? A lot of people think that my workflow, just take this workflow, build an AI software and make it work. But I think the things break the moment you start thinking that way, right? You cannot fit a current workflow into AI. Like today, what happens? You get a bill of material. People send inquiries to multiple distributor over email or phone calls. You get all the code, then you combine, you get prepare the L1, and then you say, oh, this is the best code. I will go ahead and buy the BOM or PCB from here. And then I got a Gerber. I will do some DFMA, DFT activity in my tools, which are disconnected. Then once that activity is done, the files are transferred to the production shop floor on the SMT line, and again it runs in its own silo, in its own machine. There is a programming done on the shop floor, and then the production happens, and then you start your assembly and testing. Now all these stages: sourcing, designing, process, mounting, assembling, and testing, they are running in silos. So I cannot just say I will take a ZOR or any AI platform and fix it. The first thing we have to understand is how to marry all these silos into single unified way, and it's a tough job. It takes time. But what we have done very, I think, easily is that your step one, if you're just looking at manufacturing as a service, step one is quotation, right? And the quotation, two moving parts are your components, PCB, and your cycle time, your assembly cost. So we have digitized that complete experience. Now, because of which all my data is now in digital format. So my Gerber already is there. So my DFM is done. My cycle time is there. So my process cost, my process format, and all the documentation, my work instructions are digital. Now, once they are digital, I actually can transfer that seamlessly onto the shop floor and integrate with any existing SMT line processes very easily. Of course, the programming will be done specific to the SMT machine OEM provider, whether it is Panasonic, Yamaha, Fuji, etc. But what will happen is the whole data management layer and my decision, which is driven by my data, is actually sitting in a unified platform.
Right.
For example, the customer says change this MPN number to MPN number 2 because it's end of life. Okay. Now what happens today is that suddenly that change comes as an ECN on the shop floor, and the shop floor people, the production planning people will make the change. Now they will know that in the inventory the new part number will come and embed it. But the files which were created early, which they are not changed, right? So you're already broken here. What we do is any ECN will change in my platform, and it will ensure that the change happens from step 1 till the step 9. So if the procurement people or purchase guy have to purchase, they should not end up purchasing a wrong MPN.
Correct.
And you must have heard and seen a lot of time people end up ordering a wrong inventory, then you have inventory shortage or pilferage, right? The same happens on the shop floor. Sometimes the ECN is not implemented properly because all the documents are not visible to every decision maker. That's the whole idea.
Interesting, very interesting. But in electronics assembly, there are so many components. Any electronic circuit takes minimum 100, 200 to 500 different type of components.
Exactly.
And also the end of life management or inventory management is also a big challenge for most of the EMS company.
Yeah.
So how your platform will address such a complex supply chain situation?
Yeah, I think so. What we are trying to do is we are building a complete database. In today's time, we already have more than 1 million MPN in our platform, in our database, and this is done over the last 3 to 4 years, because whatever part we quote, it is in our system. Whatever part new MPNs come through our customer requirement, they get into our database. So we get the prices from different sources: online, stockists, ADs, OEMs, depending on the type of requirement that comes to us. And these prices are refreshed every 7th day. But not just the prices, what we have done very intelligently is we have uploaded the data sheet of all the MPN into our system. Number one. Number two, the real-time data from platforms like DigiKey, Mouser about the component being an NRND or it is end of life or end of support is fetched regularly. So whenever the customer requirement comes, the moment you upload your bill of material, in a matter of 1 minute, all this data is fetched and shown to the customer. You can do it yourself. In fact, Sanjeev, if you want to create a login today, you can log in and upload a bomb. You will get the code instantly.
Wow.
And it is not just on the platform. We also have a mobile interface and we also have a WhatsApp chatbot. So a lot of time, my customer says, "I just want one quick part which is in shortage." We all know today memory is struggling. So a lot of times they will say, "Hey, this DRAM is it available with you? I just need immediately 100 SSD drives." So you can fetch that data. Now coming back to your question, because the variety and the velocity of BOM is actually something which is changing very fast.
Yes.
Now the players are working in high mix, low volume, and also working in medium mix or low mix to very high volume businesses. Now when you go to low mix to high volume, your variability is lesser, right? So you can manage it. But lot of NPI, NPD projects, they start as a high mix to mid volume or low volume. And that's where the BOM management becomes even more complex day to day. Not just for us, our customers, and even for the distributors, right? There is so much of things changing frequently. So one thing we have done very seamlessly is we have integrated our platform with a backend API with our distributors. So some of our ADs are partners, okay, and some of our supply chain players outside India, they have an interface on our system. When I change the BOM today, they get instant notification and the version number changes of the file. They get an alert that there is a change in this file. Please monitor and review it, so that when they are about to ship my component, they should not ship the wrong component. Yeah. And that communication is also done in a online fashion.
Excellent. So Vinay, if we look at any electronics process, right from your Gerber files to PCB fabrication to component procurement to EMS and then final testing.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a pretty large value chain.
Correct.
So I'm sure with 90 employees, you can't be playing into all the verticals.
Yeah.
So how you are working with the ecosystem partner to really offer end-to-end ODM service?
Yeah. I think this is a super question, Sanjeev, because ecosystem, I think if we have to learn from China, something that they do really well is collaborative way of working. While they compete with each other, I've seen that in electronic ecosystem, a lot of time they will collaborate to ensure that the customer comes to a one-stop shop.
Correct.
Right. That is what I think is also a vision of Elecbit, that we are in fact building a mini cluster in Bangalore. We have taken a 30,000 square feet space, 3 floors. So it will not just be a PCB assembly line or a box build line. It will be an ecosystem where other commodities, whether it is wire harness, whether it is plastics, whether it is sheet metal, whether it is other things, to a certain level, we'll have everything in one building. At least when it comes to NPI, NPD, and the smaller lots, we can satisfy the need of my client from one single stop. That is one vision. Now, to the point about how we are servicing. So, as I said, we are working with a lot of customers. Some of our large customers are Panasonic, with whom we are working on different kind of category of product, including an e-ink, e-paper tablet to other categories. Schneider Electric is another major client of ours. We are supporting them on multiple products. Urban Company, Maruti Suzuki. I think whenever large companies, they look at a partner like an ODM, they want to basically look at two things. Can you design and can you make the changes or customization faster? Because lot of what is happening in India today is, hey, I was buying this product from X place, I want to localize for India. I want to get a BIS certification done. I want to make these changes and quickly start producing this in India. I don't want to keep importing, right? We all are seeing that trend happening in consumer electronic. It is happening in other industry. So like for us, when we are working with client today, so we are working in 4 segments: consumer, industrial, IoT, and then power electronics, which spans energy and other. And of course, to a certain extent, we have few clients in defense aerospace from a supply chain support perspective. Now coming to the collaboration, so what we are doing here, we are trying to achieve 3 things. One is a set established partner who are verified and validated by us, audited by us, both India, of course, China, Taiwan, Korea, other countries, for things which are needed and which can only be matched from a target price or lead time perspective, especially plastics. Okay, we try to have multiple variety of partner, and some of them will start sitting in our office, as I said, in our cluster. Second thing we will soon do is we are working with one of a very innovative company where we are trying to bring close to 500 IPs in one single building. So the idea is this company is also based in India. They are going to multiple design houses and taking IP and bringing into one building. So if I come and I want to get a smart wearable watch, I will have 20 options. Okay, the option will have multiple specs which will differ. Some would be produced 10,000 units, some would have been sold only 3,000 units, and some would be 100,000. So the customer will come to one place. They can pick and choose. Hey, I like this. This matches my requirement, my price, and my performance criteria. Now, then we will connect the customer with that design company. They will take the IP, do the customization, and I will manufacture for them.
Ah.
That's the idea. So that is also going to happen in our facility, hopefully not later than August to September timeframe this year.
This is a very excellent idea because India, we have so many different design houses who have created lot of IPs and products, and they are looking for connect with the end potential customer. So basically, your platform is not going to only act as a ODM but also help these design houses
Yeah.
to get an end customer
Exactly,
opportunity.
and that has been our vision from day zero of Elecbit, is that build the fastest electronics ecosystem for make in India and made in India. As like make this reality really happen, that people should not think anything other than India when they want to manufacture anything.
This is really amazing, very new concept, very innovative concept, what Elecbit technology is driving. Thank you, Mr. Vinay, for taking time
Thank
and
you.
updating us about your activities. I really wish you all the best, and you are really supporting Indian electronics manufacturing with all these digital and AI platforms. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.